Blessed be everybody, and welcome to another episode of Which Please. It is I, Odin the Seer, and today we are doing the second part to our spirit mirror, and that is Spirit Incense. I use it when I want to work with the higher self. I use it when I want to activate my higher chakras, when I'm doing any forms of meditation or anything along those lines. I find this really assists me with that whole process. In this world that we live in now, in this time, unfortunately, we put too much emphasis on the things that really don't matter, and where we really should be connected, unfortunately, there's a lack there. This is also a very good way for you to be able to feel the presence of the divine, to feel the presence of those angels, as well as get the guidance from the higher self. If you find that you're faced with any situation and you really don't know what to do, you can't figure out where you're being drawn, why the situation is happening to you, this spirit incense will help you get a bigger picture. And it will allow the divine beings, as I said, the angels, spirit guides, anything that's a higher vibrational being, it will allow it to be able to come in and give you that clarity. So the transformations of soul will be swifter, make more sense, and you won't find yourself being as traumatized as you would be if you did not have that insight. Now again, don't feel that you're going to be limited. Yes, you can use this for the angels. Yes, you can use this for the gods. Yes, you can use this for the higher self. But there are different things for that. There is the archangelic cafe incense. There is the gods incenses. There are all of these things. The 7 African powers incense, you name it. There are so many different things that you can use to be able to connect with the gods, the archangels, the angels. This is to create a portal. Okay? And this is for divine guidance and divine enlightenment. So, you take your bowl and you are just going to add in your ingredients. So, lavender is the first one that I am going to be adding. When it comes to my mirrors or my elemental incenses, I want it to be raw. So I'm just going to say my prayer over this, and then we're going to add this to our master bottle here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to drop this right in here, and we are going to work it a little bit, just a little bit, to get that scent really coming out and breaking down the herbs with your hands. Now, why do I use lavender? Well, lavender is very sacred to a lot of angels, and it is very, very sacred to Archangel Metatron. And I like to bring in, because it's a purplish kind of a color, I like to bring in that because it does bring in also the crown chakra and allows you to be able to open up there to be able to get divine enlightenment and divine connection. Cedarwood is another one that has been strongly associated with the angelic realms. But because it is a wood, it also brings and keeps you connected to the physical plane of existence. So that is one of the reasons why we want to bring in the cedar wood. I've seen many different structures and beliefs where they say that Archangel Metatron sits at the top of a cedar tree. So if you think about it that way, it's strongly been associated with archangelic realms as well as the angels. So I'm going to pray over this and then add this to the mixture. Alright, so we just add that right in there, and we are going to mix this around a little bit. Now we can't really grind it because it's cedar chunks, but we're just going to mix it around and just feel it. Rose, another one that's been strongly associated with the angels and the archangelic realms. It is for love, it is for beauty, it's strongly associated, as I said, with the angels, archangels, spirituality, higher vibrations. It's almost like gold, a perfect metal, it's a perfect botanical. Alright, so we use this to bring in that angelic force. We bring in that higher vibration. We bring in that connection with the spirit and the higher self for divine guidance, divine wisdom. So I'm just going to pray over this and add this to my bowl. Now I'm going to tell you, because working with this, and it is a higher vibration, I am actually having dizzy spells, y'all. So that gives you a little bit, like all of my crown chakra and my third eye chakra are very, very active just by the smell of these botanicals and just by the vibrations and prayers that I'm doing with this. So now we're going to add our final ingredient, and that is vetiver. Now, vetiver is a very grounding type of botanical, and I like to use this grounding botanical because when I am doing this, as I said, I will feel my crown chakra and my third eye chakra really opening, and I start feeling a little dizzy and a little, off kilter. So I like to bring in a little bit of this grounding energy in here. Now, this has always been associated with archangels as well. It is a very, very powerful herb when it comes to allowing the soul to understand the spirit, to be able to create that avenue so that the soul is open to listen. And it also is very good for helping with manifesting the divine enlightenment into your day-to-day life, allowing light into the darkness so that the soul can be able to traverse its way through this human experience. Okay, so we're just going to say a little prayer over this, and then we are going to add this to our mixture. So we're just going to add this right to our mixture, and we are going to mix this all together and then do our final prayer. Now, with the addition of this, I can feel the vibration all being up here starting to come down, okay? I can feel it starting to center and create a middle pillar for me, okay? Straight down, connection to the soul and spirit, and allowing the communication and the divine enlightenment to be downloaded easier. And this is another reason why I use this mixture regularly. Okay, so now that we're mixing this together, we're going to say our final prayer over it, and then we are done. It's a coolness, it's a tingling sensation that I'm getting after I've empowered this. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper and we are going to pour our mixture in here, and we're going to transfer it to our master bottle. All right, boo-boos, so there you have it. We are done. Now, if you have not subscribed, you need to press subscribe, honey. Join the Witch Please family and do not miss out on a thing. You can follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. You can always send me a personal email at witchpleaseofficial@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment down below. I said it before, boo-boos, and I will say it again. It is a pleasure to have you in my worlds. It is an honor to have you in my magic, and you are always in my heart. I will see you again on another episode of Witch